The curve y equal tangent of x crosses the line y equal to x between x equals 0 and x equals pi over 2. Use Newton's method to find where. This is the same as asking us to find the solution to the equation tangent of x equals 2x. The intersection is the solution, but only on the interval 0 to pi over 2. First, we zero out this equation, tangent of x minus 2x equals 0, and let f of x equals tangent of x minus 2x. Since the solution is between 0 and pi over 2, pi is roughly 3.14, so we would guess the initial starting point, x sub 0 equals 1. Using Newton's method, which states that x sub n plus 1 equals x sub n minus f of x sub n over f prime of x sub n, we would need to have f of x, which is tangent of x minus 2x. And we also need f prime of x. F prime of x is the derivative of tangent of x minus 2x. The derivative of tangent of x is secant squared of x, and the derivative of 2x is 2. X sub n minus f of x sub n is tangent of x sub n minus 2 times x sub n, and f prime of x is secant squared of x minus 2. This is the formula for this particular problem. With our initial guess of x sub 0 equals 1, we then find x sub 1, x sub 2 successively. With x sub 0 equals 1, x sub 1 is x sub 0 minus tangent of x sub 0 minus 2 times x sub 0 over secant squares of x sub 0 minus 2. So x sub 1 is 1 minus tangent of 1 minus 2 times 1 over secant squared of 1 minus 2. Make sure to use a calculator for this. X sub 1 will be 1.310478, round to 6 decimal places just to be safe. X sub 2 is x sub 1 minus tangent of x sub 1 minus 2 times x sub 1 over secant squared of x sub 1 minus 2. Put this in the calculator, where x sub 1 is 1.310478 minus, and again, use a graphing calculator for this. Tangent of 1.310478 minus 2 times 1.310478 over secant squared of 1.310478 minus 2, and it will be approximately 1.223929, and then we find x sub 3. X sub 3 will be 1.176051. X sub 4 is approximately 1.165927. X sub 5 is 1.165562. X sub 6 is 1.165561. And x sub 7 is approximately 1.165561. Since the same decimal number showed up, we stop. If the question asks us to round the answer to 2 decimal places, we could have stopped at x sub 4, because x sub 3 is 1.17 and x sub 4 is also 1.17. The more decimal places that are required in the problem, the more steps we will need to carry out. In this case, we estimate that the intersection occurs at x approximately 1.165561.